Tom Galazen,
That's me.
we're at Northwind Farm. You just gave us a walkthrough. You showed us the berries. You showed us the old homestead. You showed us how you basically run this farm on solar energy. And now we're looking at a little electric car. It's got a solar panel on it, and it's kind of like an oversized golf cart. But you were driving this on Sunday near Bayfield, Wisconsin?
That's right, Nick. I picked this up last fall. A person near Duluth owned it, and I've been determined over the years to try to utilize electricity, solar and wind generated electricity for transportation more and more. And an opportunity came to buy this, and I bought it, and I'm mainly targeting deliveries to Bayfield, which I make a couple times a week, and I also pick up compostable materials and kitchen scraps and coffee grounds from a organic cafe in Bayfield. So that's why I've got the little cargo area rigged up on back. So it's worked out real well for me so far. Since I bought it, I added a small amount of solar panels. Any more than this really wouldn't fit on the vehicle. I can also plug into my household energy system to charge it quicker, or into, if I was someplace and I needed to charge, I could plug into the grid and charge up the batteries. These panels are only about 80 watts, but they fit nicely on the top, and I don't go to town every day, so in a couple days I charge up the batteries enough to make the next trip to Bayfield or some other similar location. The City-Car was made in Florida in 1975 to 1981 or 82, and I think they made 5,000 or 6,000 variants of this, and that was kind of in response to the first energy crisis, oil embargo thing during the early Carter years, and they lasted a lot of times in sheds, and people have been pulling them out and refurbishing them, getting things working again, and that's what I got here. It's a 48 volt system. It's got 8 6-volt batteries, and it's 2-passenger. The max speed is pretty much 40 miles an hour. On the level, it generally goes 35 miles an hour. It's a little rough riding. I formerly had a neighborhood electric vehicle, and actually I still have one, that white vehicle parked up in the orchard, a truck-like affair, but that's not legal on the roads in Wisconsin unless you're in a municipality and the municipality passes legislation saying it's legal within their jurisdictions. Now, the City-Car was made years and years ago when there were different laws in place. They've since changed the laws regulating the design of automobiles, but it was street legal in 1975 to 1982, and it's still street legal. It's grandfathered in. So I have historic collector plates for it. I wouldn't have to have collector plates, but I got those because I thought I'd have it for quite a while, and I thought it was a good deal, and I won't be driving it in January, I don't think. So I got the collector plates, and it's pretty much good to go. I had a minor brake problem, but that's fixed, and it works out pretty well. It's a little bit of a rough ride. It certainly is a head turner. I'm afraid I got to watch out. There'll be accidents wherever I drive because people will be looking at it so much, because it's kind of an odd looking affair. It's got the pointed front and the square back, and of course it's electrically operated. And I drive it to do my part, to feel morally more secure maybe with what I'm doing with my life, by trying to get some of my transportation from solar and wind, but also as a demonstration of what could be done. This is an old vehicle, 1975. Geez, that's 35 years ago. So with the technology that's advanced over that period of time, you could have probably a lot more efficient vehicle with with a little longer range and a little more speed than this does, and designed and manufactured, but there's no impetus in our society to do that. The government has been very lax about auto fuel standards, let alone switching technologies for transportation, and industry is a complete loss. They don't do anything that's really beneficial for the environment, and unless they're dragged kicking and screaming. So I've been just trying to beat home the examples, I guess, as best I can. I guess if people can see if one lone psychopath out in the town of Bayfield can ride a vehicle like this to Bayfield and back, and certainly if the captains of industry put their minds in designing something you know, efficient and cost-effective, I think it could be done.
As we're talking, Tom, thousands of gallons a day are spilling into the Gulf of Mexico. The so-called top kill procedure failed last week. An entire ecosystem, not to mention thousands of jobs are being destroyed. BP, 10 years ago they were talking about being beyond petroleum. But let's say we're at a watershed right now. What could come out of this BP catastrophe?
Well, I'm hoping we start with severely restricting or banning offshore drilling. You know, there's other nightmares waiting to happen out there with offshore drilling. This isn't just an erratic event, but it's something that after so many years of application of that technology, something breaks, a mistake happens, and you have a huge environmental problem. I mean, people have fought this since the Santa Barbara slick in, you know, California. It was in the 1960s. It's a big issue, but I would hope there'd be severe restrictions on that. But what are we going to do for energy gets to be the question. And I guess the answer to that is we're going to have to look at conservation quite a bit. We're going to have to look at efficiency quite a bit. We're going to have to look at alternatives, solar, wind, other things we haven't conceived yet. But we're also going to have to look at restricting our needs and contracting our desires a little bit, and living more in tune with what the planet can bear by the population it has and by the consumptive population that it has here in the Western countries.
Tom, we want to thank you for showing us around today and for the eggs, and we'll be back to pick berries as the summer proceeds. And we thank you for your work and for your commitment to the community and to good land and good work and good loving.
All right. Well, thanks very much for your interest in that. I know you've followed things like this over the years, and it's really a good thing for the community to learn about stuff.
This is Nick Vanderpine and Tom Galazen at Northwind Farm near Bayfield, Wisconsin for the Raw-Boned Indian Society.